You are listening to Lone Star Community Radio on 104.5 KCZW and 106.1 KZCC Conroe and worldwide on the irlonestar.com.
Never came and it don't seem right that there's something in the chimney and it doesn't make a sound, but I wish you a Merry Christmas.
It's Mornings with Lone Star. It's 9:08, 9-ish. You got Dick and Skippy in the studio. Good morning, Dick. Happy Monday.
Yeah.
We are sponsored today by Conroe Coffee. Nice hot coffee today. And Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. Thanks for, they clean up the office, so they fulfill their duties. Thank you, guys. We appreciate it. Been a long weekend. You think we're going to have problems getting back in the groove, or are we ready to kick this Monday?
I mean, there's a lot that's been going on. I guess.
Yeah.
If you really, read between the lines.
Yeah. Well, if you read between the headlines, you find that there's actual news happening over the weekend. So, Thanksgiving. Yes, no, maybe. Family time. Lots of turkey.
Yeah, we went up to Atlanta, Texas. So it was a lot of fun. And,
Atlanta, Texas?
Yeah.
Texas has an Atlanta.
Yeah. It's over there. It's south of Texarkana. And
is that where they have tribute bands for the B-52s and REM?
No.
That would be cool if they
The only
did.
thing they have is, I think the town over, Don Henley was born there. So it was like they actually have a billboard that says home of Don Henley. I thought that'd be it. I still think that's kind of funny when I saw that. Because can you imagine as a practical joke, is that somehow you put a billboard up and it's like home of Sean Thompson and it has you, it's like. Just...
I would do that. I remember, I think I was driving to New Mexico and I stopped in this little town and I can't remember the context for this, but it was called Jetterville or Jeterville, Jeterville, like Smallville. And it actually said population 5 with 1 cat. And they actually had a bar that had Jeterville's hottest waitresses ever. The official Jeterville dog watering post for the dog to go to the bathroom. It was, a little tourist stop.
I mean, I guess it's just my question if Don Henley actually had them do that. That's my main question.
Oh, no, I'm sure Don Henley did everything he could to say, can we take down the sign, please? I don't want people to know.
But, I mean, it's such a small town anyway. I don't even know what the town was called. I think it was like population 5,000 or something like that. So
5,001 with Don Henley.
Yeah, but that was it was cool to be there. It's a nice area of Texas, right there on the border like of Arkansas and Louisiana. So that was neat. And there's a lot of things going on there. What about you?
Drove up to Dallas. Had some great time with my my sister, my mom, my dad, and my stepbrother and his family, and Mrs. Skippy, of course. And had a good time. Ate way too much turkey, and then came back home over the weekend and tried to get some work done.
We ate twice with the family because so many of us there's so much family came in that we had 2 Thanksgivings in one day.
Now, is this kind of your family base?
That's her
or Holly's
family. It's
family?
all
Holly's
family. Zero my family. Actually, what was really depressing is I knew I was going here for this year, last year. Mm-hmm. So, I already told all my family, I'm not going to be here next Thanksgiving. I'm going to go up to Atlanta. And then after a while, I'm on my way up there. I call my mom, wish her happy Thanksgiving. And then I was like, so who's coming out to the house? No one.
Oh,
Not
no.
one person was coming out, and she's actually ecstatic about it because she usually has to cook for 22 people.
Dick, are you the glue that holds the family together?
I mean, I guess. I think it's more of I make everyone feel bad about not being there. So, you have a choice, people, and they made the wrong choices. But at least my choice, I buttered it up because I was well informing people I'm not going to be there. I'm not going to be there. And my excuse was, I'm recently engaged. So how about that? Plus, Holly's family, I think, is maybe an 1/8 the size of mine. Mm-hmm. So I won't be missed.
It was funny when Mrs. Skippy and I, when we were going to have like a wedding, and she's like, I want mine relatively small. And I said, okay, how many is that? And she's like, about, I don't know, 20 or 30. And I'm like, honey, that's my immediate family. That's not happening. So it got, I don't want to say tense, but, we had some discussions about it. Large wedding just wasn't her thing. So that's why we ran off and eloped to Vegas. I want to go back. I want to spend, I don't know, maybe some Christmas time in Vegas. Want to go with me? We can gamble. Bring Holly. We'll
I don't really like gambling. I went gambling one time just so I could say I went gambling, just to try it. and the people had to explain all the games to me. And after realizing that this would take a lot of effort to be somewhat adequate at it, I realized I didn't want to put my money into that training because that's what it required.
So Go Fish is like
Now,
one level, but
now if they did something like the Griswold thing, where it was like penny arcade, like a penny place, I could totally see that being like realistic because I can actually learn how to play the game. Because after I walked away, I walked away with like $25 or something like that.
hey, that's not too bad.
And then I was like, that's probably just pure luck. I'm never going to do this again. Especially like, what drives me nuts? I would love to know this is the slot addiction. Like, I really don't get the slot machine. I really don't. I really wish
I'm
someone
Team
could
Dick.
explain
I
it
don't
to
get
me.
it.
Because I do know a lot of people who do it. They that's their trip. Like the boys go do boy stuff, and then the girls go do slots, or vice versa. The guys go do slots, and the girls go do girls. Like spas.
No, it's the girls who do slots.
Well, no, I mean vice versa. I mean, I've known people who the girls go do spas. Like they do beauty stuff, and then the guys are like, let's go do the slot machines. I'm like, what?
I can't think of a single man who's ever played a slot machine for more than like 6 minutes.
You think it's like an attention thing, or you think it's more of like an ego thing?
The slot machine is completely out of someone's control. There's no bluffing, there's no folding, there's no hitter, going up against the dealer. It's purely, well, I want to say random, even though, little machinery in there probably rigs it. So I think that's why guys don't get onto the slots too much. They have no control over them.
Yeah. I mean, it was amazing to me is sitting there and listening to the folks tell me the strategies. And it's like, especially in blackjack, like there's so many factors into that game. I'm like, no,
I'm your Huckleberry. I'll play air. I'll teach you. I'll learn you some blackjack, Dick. No, I'll learn you.
But thanks for joining us, folks, for this first segment. It is becoming Christmas, so I think Sean and I will be playing Christmas music occasionally. Starting December 1st, of course. We're not going to hit it to you this soon. But I did see there's a couple Christmas trees being for sale. Isn't that a little early? How long do Christmas trees even last?
A month or a couple of months, maybe.
That's if you water them and
if you water them and tend
right?
them and don't take the house up in flames with them, sure.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. But we're going to take a quick break. We're going to listen to a word from our sponsors, folks. But then we're going to be back. So if you want to join us, 936-647-3776. And don't forget, we are online at irlonestar.com and Facebook, MW Lone Star. We'll be right back.
There's something stuck up in the chimney and I don't know what it is, but it's been there all month.
Conroe Coffee is a local coffee shop located in the heart of downtown Conroe at 206 North Main Street, Conroe, Texas. Between the Crichton Theater and the Owen Theater, Conroe Coffee serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner, along with tasty treats and Italy's favorite coffee. Have your favorite coffee or just have a midday snack be personally delivered to you at any location in downtown Conroe. All you have to do is call 936-CONROE-C or 936-266-7632.
We'd like to thank our sponsor at Conroe Coffee for supporting Mornings with Lone Star and Lone Star Community Radio. Don't forget to check them out online at conroecoffee.com.
Clean Sweep Office Cleaning has been Montgomery County's business cleaning service since 2002, offering professional office cleaning in areas such as restroom, stairwells, elevator, floor care, pretty much every angle of your office. One-time cleaning is available, but you will want these guys back. Offering daily, weekly, monthly scheduled cleanings, Clean Sweep Office Cleaning works around your business needs. Schedule a cleaning today online at cleansweepofficecleaning.com or call 832-689-7996. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. Take back your time and let us make your office shine. Mornings with Lone Star is sponsored by Clean Sweep Office Cleaning.
There's something stuck up in the chimney and I don't know what it is, but it's been there all week long. Well, the dog
Welcome back to Mornings with Lone Star. Man, that music is horrible to get you pumped for the mornings. I'm sorry. That's the chimney song. It's supposed to be a play on words, right? Santa's stuck in the chimney. But welcome back to Mornings with Lone Star, sponsored by Conroe Coffee and Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. We're hanging out in the studio. We're going to have some music for you at the bottom of the hour. Don't forget, you can always let us know what kind of music you want to hear, 936-647-3776, or just message us on Facebook, MW Lone Star. There we go. Boom, 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 boom.
Booyah.
So overall, good.
Yeah, well, I was I finally succumbed to the crowd that's been hitting me, and so I spent pretty much Thanksgiving. In fact, Mrs. Skippy drove back because I was too hopped up on NyQuil and allergy meds. But what kind of the plus side to that is I watched several movies over the Thanksgiving weekend that I would not have ordinarily seen because I didn't trust myself to actually do work. So on a Thanksgiving night, my wife, my niece, my nephew, and I went to go see Thor Ragnarok in the cinema. Now, bearing in mind that as far as the extended Marvel universe, I've only seen Iron Man, the first Iron Man, the first Captain America, and I think the first Avengers. And I think that was it. I don't even think I saw the first Avengers. So I kind of went along unwillingly, but it turned out to be very good, very funny, very standalone. Jeff Goldblum does what Jeff Goldblum does best. And it was pretty funny. A lot of humor in this, a lot more humor than I thought there would have been. And I got to say, Cate Blanchett is looking darned good. She plays the bad guy.
You don't think there's any CGI involved in that?
For Cate, I don't think so. You know, it's not like airbrushing for,
She has good bone structure.
She has great bone structure. I mean, I thought...
Yeah, that bone structure, I mean, just really well rounded and defined.
It's when she smiles, her her eyes crinkle and stuff like that. You know, when she was Galadriel in Lord of the Rings, I fell in love a bit. But yeah, she's the anti-Galadriel here. She's bad girl in this one, and wears the skin tight cat suit kind of thing. And it took me a while to recognize it was her. So well played, Cate. So I saw that.
I'm just impressed that you went in without knowing anything.
Well, I mean,
I figured you know like a little bit.
Well, I mean, I know Thor. I read the comics and stuff. Now, my niece, who's a geek like I am, but she's 21, so she's firmly entrenched in it. She said the only thing you have to know going into this is that Loki is alive and pretending to be Odin. That's all you got to know. Everything else you don't need to know about. And sure enough, with that bit of foreknowledge.
Who's Odin?
Odin is Thor's dad, played by Anthony Hopkins. And it's funny because they got a couple of actors playing Odin and Loki in like a play within the movie. And Sam Neill was playing Odin, from Jurassic Park. It was kind of funny. So some great cameos. Stan Lee, of course, has his cameo in it. And I heard that they filmed 4 or 5 cameos in a row because Stan Lee is 142, and they're afraid that he may pass on.
You would be really funny about it though, is they film it not knowing what movie they're being in, so it's just kind of like the standard. Oh, he's a coffee bar assistant, and he's like, oh, and then he looks over to the right, and that's the whole cameo.
Well, this one, he was definitely for Thor. I don't think it's any spoilers that Thor gets his haircut in this movie, big time, and it was Stan Lee's integral to the haircut. I'll just leave it at that. That was a good movie. Then, was it last night or night before last? Night before last. The wife and I went out to the Conroe, the studio, the Star Cinema Grill where they serve dinner and stuff. I had a couple of passes to that, so we went to go see Murder.
Where'd you get those passes?
I can't remember. They were in my wallet. I was digging through my wallet. Were they from Dick? Yeah, no, they were from Dick. Dick was awesome with that. And because of those passes, we got to go see Murder on the Orient Express.
It's funny. We on the ticket stub, we had Chris, and he was talking about, who's the general manager over at the Grand, and they were talking about the Thanksgiving's like a big week for them, and the movie. Now I just went blank what I was going to say. He said that there's one particular movie that has been a big surprise this so far for people coming to come see it, because usually they have Thor, and I think Justice League was the big one for Thanksgiving. But let me see what the one he said. There was one movie out that he was like, I couldn't believe.
The Star?
No, I'll find it. Don't worry about that. I'll find it.
But the Murder on the Orient Express.
Wonder. That's what it was.
Oh, Wonder. The this generation's Mask. If you remember in the 80s, there's a movie with Cher and Eric Stoltz called Mask, based on a true story about a kid with deformed features. Well, it's the same movie, just different facial deformity.
Yeah, because he said a lot of families came out and saw that one. And one thing, I made a bad joke about it because I was like, man, it's really interesting that they found Owen Wilson to fit so well with the with the main character. But then I didn't realize that kid was the one in the room. is prosthetics. It was all prosthetics. So it looks really good for makeup. I wonder if it's going to get nominated. But Justice League came out and it only grossed $8 million. This weekend.
8?
That's what I'm reading.
Please tell me there's a zero after that.
Total, it's grossed 111 because it came out 2 weeks ago.
In 2 weeks, it's only grossed $111 million. Oh, that's not looking too good.
Yeah, Thor made 10 million.
Yeah, in its opening weekend, I believe.
No, well, the last weekend.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Thor was good. I wanted to see Justice League, but I don't know. My gut says no.
You don't want to see Buttman?
I did thoroughly.
Hey, okay. Now I'm glad we're talking about butts again. So,
me too, Dick. Me too.
With the harassment stuff, what's going on? What's been the biggest update? We need to have like a little ticker.
It's been relatively quiet. I think battle lines are being drawn. Here's the thing: once both sides realized that there were plenty on their own side to be poopy heads, Democrats and Republicans alike, liberals and conservatives. As I was saying last week, there are idiots on both sides. And when people realize that, this person shouldn't be elected because they've got allegations. Well, this person actually raped someone. This person, it's going back and forth. So I think people are kind of regrouping.
Do you think this is going to quiet down when the Moore thing disappears? Or the Alabama
everybody's
election
waiting.
happens?
Yeah, it's everyone's waiting for the election, and that'll determine what uproar will happen.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
The uproar on the right, if he loses, the uproar on the right will be great. All you have to do is just accuse someone, and they're forever tainted. If he wins, the uproar on the left will be, Republicans let pedophiles in, and of course it's not the case. On either side, on either side, it's but there will be uproar, and I think until then, people are just waiting to see.
Now, because I was thinking about that, because I read some certain things where they want to unmask all that money that the government you spent on basically.
Was it 15 million or 150 million?
Yeah, it's 15 million, whatever the number was, but something happened where they paid off people for sexual harassments and cases similar to that nature. So I wonder if that's ever going to come out and how many people are going to get in trouble, local people, because if I imagine 15 million, that's it. That's a small number. I imagine it's very local people. It's not like the
here's the thing.
Al Gore's.
Divide it up. Let's say the average payout. Okay, so I'm drawing a blank on his name, but the head of the Black Caucus who actually stepped down.
Did he step down?
Yeah, he stepped down while he's like, I'm denying it, but because I don't want the focus
you blame
to
it
be
on
on
Russia.
Me. Well, he's saying I just don't want the focus to be on me, so I'm stepping down. You step down from your position. To me, that's not a green check mark. That's more of a red X for me. But he paid his person $27,000. So let's say the average payout is between $30,000 to $50,000. Take 15 million, divide that by 30,000. That's 500 women. I tried to do math inside my head real quick. That's 500 women right there who have been paid off between 500 to 1,000 or men. You're absolutely right. So
you're always drawing the wrong conclusions.
I am sorry. Well, I'm still excited about the movies I watched because there were one I watched because of you.
Oh, shoot.
I watched Arrival.
Oh, shoot. What'd you think?
I loved it. I thought it was great. I mean,
so now we're going to go back into the question that I had on the show and then take a step.
Okay.
Now, if you've never seen Arrival, folks, we're going to talk about this. So turn it down for 3 minutes. Okay. So that's what we're going to give us until we go to the music break.
Okay.
So my question was, while watching that movie, at the very, very end of the movie, she's developed the knack to know the language. She knows it now. She can see it. She can read it. And so she can use its point,
right,
which is to see into the future, see into the past.
Nonlinear time. Right?
Yes. So basically, she's the only one that can do this out of all the human beings at that point.
At this point, yeah.
At that point. So she has a superpower. Now, in this movie, at the end, you think the United States government would have a concern with this. But they didn't really play on that. And she didn't really care about it outside of knowing her kid's going to die. In my mind, I'm like, if I can see into the future, this is all I care about, is knowing that I'm going to go through a marriage, but knowing that it's going to end badly. That's what I'm going to use my power for. Get out of here. You know that's not true. You're going to accidentally see the assassination of this dude, or you're going to see the development of this thing, or you're going to know what stock prices are rising. I mean, come on. Like that movie, that in the movie, because I was like, I get the concept. I get it. But I don't believe this woman would just be like, you know what? I'm still going to love this guy. I'm still going to let him put a baby in me. I'm going to let him do it, and he's going to break up with me when he finds out the daughter's going to die, and I knew she was going to die because I could see into the future. Yeah, that's what this is. I'm like, no, that movie went off the rails at that point.
Well, I've got a response to that.
What do you think?
Okay.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong though?
No, you're not wrong if it were played that way. It's much like I was really disappointed in the filmed ending of Highlander because, they ran out of money. So he's like, oh, I can hear people's thoughts.
Oh, the voiceover part. Yeah.
I actually had the shooting script, and the original prize in Highlander, when you're the last one standing, is you literally become one with nature. And they touch on it in an earlier scene when they're on the beach, and Sean Connery is telling Christopher Lambert, feel the stag, and they start running together. That's his first hint of what it is. So in the scripted ending of Highlander, MacLeod can sense and control weather patterns. And so he can save people. He can predict earthquakes. He can move tsunamis and help the world a little better like that. So with Arrival, my thought on her, especially her seeing how easily the military can just kind of jack up a situation, that it just takes, because
that was like the theme throughout the whole movie.
But remember, it wasn't the military per se. It was those jerks who took it upon themselves, not even letting, they weren't acting on orders of the White House or the commanding officers. Yeah. They were a couple of sergeants who dropped the bomb. But she knows that all it takes is one person. So my thought is, knowing that anyone who eventually learns this language will have their brain rewired, because they're talking about, when you rewire you learn another language, you actually rewire your brain, and you can think in that language, and your whole culture changes. That she has to be particular about who can learn this language or take people step by step, which is why she starts teaching it. Obviously, I think, what's his name? Who the actor, the boyfriend, Jeremy Renner?
Yeah. Hawkeye from
the Avengers. Yeah. I'm sure he can speak the language now too. So he's probably behind her in seeing the future. And that's probably why he was ticked off, because he knew that sooner or later he'd be able to. If she just went out there saying, hey, I can see the future, they would lock her up. They would put probes in her study.
But
so I think she's keeping it quiet.
I know she was keeping it quiet, but there was no connection to people going, oh, she randomly knew the Chinese general's phone number, and then knowing that stuff. And, to me, that's kind of like, what happened here? Something's happened with this woman. They're probably going to be watching her for the rest of her life, because that's, to me, that would be bizarre. If I was a power and some random lady just grabs a telephone and knows a number directly to her enemy and knows how to.
But no one actually saw that. Remember, she was hidden away in the room being.
But they were after her.
They were after her, so they know she was on the phone, and she talked to the Chinese general. But that was it. And even then.
And then they'll be able to track the phone. They know it's going to China.
Well, yeah, they know she talked to him, but they have no idea what she said to him. And if you remember.
She said something enough to where he stopped trying to nuke people.
But she didn't even know that until she saw herself being told that information a month later. I know, it makes your brain hurt.
No, she gets it. I get that she gets. I'm talking about the government looking at her. I'd be like, you wouldn't trust her ever again. You'd be like, this woman knows something that we don't.
Well, she stopped the attack.
I know, but
so she said, I just told him in Chinese, please don't. And he said, okay. And off they go.
They believe that. They let that slide. You're listening to Mornings with Lone Star here at OurLoneStar.com. Your morning show talk about Arrival. We're going to be through with that, but that means we're going to take a break, though. We're going to take a music break, listen to some music. We'll be back at the bottom of the half hour, which is now probably in a little, 10 minutes or so. If you got song requests, let us know. 936-647-3776. We are the morning show for Montgomery County. Stick around.
Christmas.
Conroe Coffee is a local coffee shop located in the heart of downtown Conroe at 206 North Main Street, Conroe, Texas. Between the Crichton Theatre and the Owen Theatre, Conroe Coffee serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner, along with tasty treats and Italy's favorite coffee. Have your favorite coffee or just have a midday snack be personally delivered to you at any location in downtown Conroe. All you have to do is call 936-CONROE-C or 936-266-7632.
We'd like to thank our sponsor at Conroe Coffee for supporting Mornings with Lone Star and Lone Star Community Radio. Don't forget to check them out online at conroecoffee.com.
Clean Sweep Office Cleaning has been Montgomery County's business cleaning service since 2002, offering professional office cleaning in areas such as restroom, stairwells, elevator, floor care, pretty much every angle of your office. One-time cleaning is available, but you will want these guys back. Offering daily, weekly, monthly scheduled cleanings, Clean Sweep Office Cleaning works around your business needs. Schedule a cleaning today online at cleansweepofficecleaning.com or call 832-689-7996. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. Take back your time and let us make your office shine. Mornings with Lone Star is sponsored by Clean Sweep Office Cleaning.
Well, I waited up for Santa Christmas.
I'm going
we
to
gotta
get
change
this
that. We gotta
song
change
stuck
that.
in Dig's head. 146.
Well, what's funny is I don't even know what she's saying. I have no idea. Her voice is annoying, so it's like tuned out.
Aw, I'm gonna make you listen to the whole song. You will like it.
I can't believe they got a little girl to sit down for this long and record a song.
It could be an older girl, maybe just helium,
You think
like
so?
Alvin and the Chipmunks. I have no idea, but
I want to try that stuff that's the opposite of helium. Have you seen that? Where it makes your voice really low.
oh, like my Barry White voice last
Yeah.
week when I went like this. Yeah, I can't do that anymore.
You know what? One thing I forgot to tell you over the weekend, I discovered neti pots. And you know what a neti pot is?
I have no.
So a neti pot is a natural way to clear your sinuses, and all it is just water, and I think it's like salt mixture, and you use gravity. You put one up your nose, and you tilt, and the water goes
saline
in.
solution. That's like
Yeah.
an old.
And so that's a lot of fun for me because you get to see everything that comes out. And so when I was doing it, I was like, I was really looking forward. You can only do it twice a day, and and then of course you read online that there's a small chance your brain might get infected if you don't do these steps before you do it. And so that was kind of alarming. But
Okay, interesting. So hey, how about we do a shout out to Prince Harry and Meghan Markle? They got engaged, and Americans just love it when British royalty gets engaged.
do they?
Oh yeah, I remember. Well, I was in England when the whole Princess Di thing happened, but
Well, that makes more sense because she's like the queen, or she's going to be the queen.
well, here's the thing.
Well, not the queen. What do they call it? Because she's not really. He's the king. He would be the king, but
Well, she would be. Yeah, she would be queen.
so she still gets that note.
Yeah.
Well, no,
It's the other way around.
I was reading a thing
It's the
about Prince.
consort. Prince Philip. He's the royal consort
Yes.
because she was the direct line.
Okay.
And
Who cares?
Yeah. But anyhow, so because Harry is engaged to an American, that's one thing, and it's like Prince Andrew after Prince Charles and that generation knew he'd never ever ever be king, so he partied it up. Same thing with Harry. So Prince Harry's growing up. So off the air, Dick, you were telling me that you're having to watch one of those Lifetime
Yeah,
channel
so the
movies.
we had a great show last Thursday during Thanksgiving, and I encourage everyone to check it out on podcast, The Take Stuff. And we always like to do one bad movie a month. Like we have to watch, that's a known bad movie.
Mm-hmm.
And what we chose to do for the month of November, because we're going into December, is we all had to watch a Hallmark Christmas movie. And unfortunately for us, that Hallmark was running a special last week on Wednesday through Sunday, a new Christmas movie every night. And we each have to watch one. So I recorded this movie called The Christmas Tree, which is a novel, I believe. And they made it into a movie starring Danny Glover and Joan Cusack and stuff like that, more people. So I'm going to be watching that between now and Wednesday. And then we're going to review our movies. I think they're watching the other ones, like maybe with the Full House folks. Because they made there's two different movies. One with DJ and one with Stephanie. They're two separate movies now.
Oh, okay.
So they definitely got this. They either had the same casting director or they got a 2-for-1 deal or something. But one thing I love about these Hallmark movies, because last year there was a time, I'm trying to figure out why I was doing this, but either Holly was doing something where she had to be quiet. I had to be quiet for like 5 hours, and the TV was just on, and I was working, and we left it on the Hallmark channel, and I watched audio, like, not visually. I just heard it, and I thought it was the same movie for 5 hours. I was like, man, this movie's still going on. And then apparently they just hire the same actress and do 6 movies with them. And then, I'm not kidding you.
Oh no, I believe it. My mother-in-law is addicted to those Hallmark movies. In fact, I sent her and you now the official Hallmark Christmas movie drinking game. Lots of great rules in that. I think you take a double shot every time Candace Cameron from Full House is on it. Every time there's a reference to a dead relative. Every time the main character's name is related to Christmas, like Holly, Nick. Anytime someone disses fake Christmas trees, a magic deal with Santa or an angel. Yeah, boy, I could probably get sloshed 18 minutes into just one of these movies. So we should post this on the site and encourage people to celebrate holiday spirits by playing along with the Hallmark Christmas drinking game.
You know what I will do for you is when I do watch it, I will mark these off. And then I would say, if I did do your drinking game, I would do equivalent of these me drinks. So that was, but Hallmark, man, it's so funny that there's a market for it. It kind of blows my mind that Hallmark even has a dedicated streaming service. So just like Netflix or Amazon or Hulu, what? you can subscribe to. Wow. Yeah. That's so. I mean, I was somewhat impressed with that.
I'm gonna buy that for my mother-in-law and get some massive brownie points.
Well, yeah, no, really, because I was trying to find a solution of watching this Christmas movie because I'll be out of town.
An alternative,
and because I don't really watch a lot of TV, so recording it wasn't really an option. So that's the option I had is I had to subscribe to this thing. I got a 7-day free trial or whatever. So that's how I'm going to do it. But yeah, it's pretty funny, isn't it?
I love it. But one movie I did survive over the weekend was The Room, the so bad it's bad movie. It's not even good. You know how some movies are so bad that they're good? This is just so bad that it's horrendous. Tommy, how do you pronounce his name? Wiseau?
Wiseau? I don't know.
This movie was so bad. I can't describe it, but I want to see now. They did kind of a making of this movie with James Franco called The Disaster Artist, where it's kind of like behind the scenes comedy of how they made this movie. And I'm dying to see that one just to see how this one was made. It is I don't know on what streaming service you can get it. My procurement of this movie is hazy legally, to say the least. So I won't tell you how I did it. But if you can find a way to watch The Room by Tommy Wiseau, I encourage you to do it. Make up your own drinking game on that one. It was so bad.
That's very pretty entertaining. Now, moving on. I do have to ask you, your Black Friday, did you do any Black Friday shopping?
I did. Actually.
Really?
Well, I kind of combined Black Friday, Cyber Monday, because the online stores are getting smart by saying, why should the brick and mortar stores have all the fun on Black Friday? So even though today is Cyber Monday, last Friday, you could go online for their Black Friday online deals. Amazon Prime had it. And so I was able to get some equipment for me. And I know my daughter's not listening, so I'll go and tell you, my daughter's getting into photography now, old school. And so I was able to get her this fully refurbished, certified Nikon 35 millimeter camera. Not digital. This is old.
I know what I'm about.
And so I got a decent deal on it, and it still made my hair curl thinking I used to have these cameras all over the place, and I wish I'd kept them. So I was able to pick up a couple of things. I'll be checking out Cyber Monday deals also. But for the most part, I'm all about local businesses and like going door-to-door shopping. I try to avoid the malls, but I'll hit the, the outdoor areas, the non-malls, you know what I'm talking about, strip centers, or And that's where I do most of my shopping. It's just I knew I wouldn't be able to find a Nikon at, the nearest Big Lots. So I didn't even try. But I need to get some Christmas decorations. It's hard to decorate a hotel room.
Well, there's a cool, I will tell people just, give you some tips and tricks of the trade. There's a cool website called Camel. I think it's 3 camels. Camel. And what they do is they track Amazon and other online stores. So if you can enter a product code like a SKU number, it will tell you the history of it on Amazon and tell you like what was the lowest price it's ever been, what's the highest price it's ever been, and things like that. So you can see if you're getting a good deal or not through Amazon, because I know Amazon's going to have a big, Cyber Monday, which is today, and things like that. So you always do your due diligence when researching this stuff. And because I know I'm a big tech guy, and one thing that's cool is a lot of people don't pay attention to the individual parts for things, and you can get really good deals these days. My favorite deal right now, people are into space on computers. They have Best Buy has an 8 terabyte hard drive for $150 that they call it shucking. So shucking is when it's an external hard drive. So you can actually open it up, take it out, and use it in your computer. And a lot of times when they do external hard drives, they prevent people from doing it. So it's an online thing where people are like, hey, is it shuckable? And so this one is shuckable. And it's $150.
I'm going to give me one of those today. I've got some Best Buy Cyber Monday coupon things.
There's coupons?
Yeah. Oh, I am Mr. Rewards programs.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I can just get you to buy me in and save me a couple of bucks.
There you go.
But no, like that kind of stuff's kind of cool. I know here in the area, you think it's been bigger this year for Black Friday? You think people have been spending more money?
No, I think quite the opposite. In fact, I was seeing some, first off, Thursday night, that's when we went to go see the Thor movie, and I was at the mall, and I was afraid there'd be big lines or something. No, the cinema was third full, maybe. We left. It was a late movie, so we left around 10 o'clock. No big lines. The parking lot was pretty empty. Early the next morning, I'm driving past this strip center's got a Kohl's and a Target and stuff, and there was like no one there. It was like a normal Saturday or Friday morning or weekend morning. And I saw some news reports where the reporter was, they send the reporter out to battle the crowds, and the reporters are going, there's nothing here. In fact, there's one reporter, it's a great viral video. A reporter just loses it on the air going, I woke up at 3 a.m. to haul out here. There's no one here. I'm going home, and he's really mad. And
I imagine it's really the area too, because the access to good deals, it just depends on where you are. Because I imagine a lot of people from Houston, they have more options in stores. So certain stores are having the better deals, and then.
True, but I mean, there's only in Dallas. I would presume there's a limited number of Kohl's and Targets.
No, true. Well, I mean, if you're just hypothetically, you're looking for Black Friday deals, are you looking at items that cost $500 or $1,000 that you save $500 on? Or are you looking at like, I can buy these T-shirts for $5 instead of $10?
I would tend to go for Black Friday. The only thing that would get me out there would be the hard to finds.
Okay.
Or the big ticket items. Because that's what kind of cracks me up. I love the tax-free weekend they have every year here in Texas, where tax-free weekend and everyone goes swarming. I wait till the next weekend because tax-free, at the most, you're getting 9% off. Taxes between 8 to 9 cents on the dollar. But the week before and the week after, they have 10% off, 15% off. So you actually save more money by not going on tax weekend, but everyone goes on that because I think it's psychological. You're sticking it to the man. I'm not paying taxes, and they think it's a big deal. Where truly, just wait a week and get an extra 2% off.
Yeah.
Skippy is frugal.
Well, I mean, I think Black Friday has always been an interesting time of the year because everyone forgets Thanksgiving. So let's already forget Thanksgiving, folks. Get the turkey out of the mind. Christmas is coming
Face forward.
to us. You're listening to Lone Star Community Radio. IRLoneStar.com, Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, sponsored by here, Conroe Coffee and Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. You're listening to Mornings with Lone Star. It is the top of the hour. It's 9:59. Stick around. We got great stuff coming our way, including some good music. So if you have a song request, we still have one more music break after this. So like I said, stick around here on Lone Star Community Radio.
We don't know what we're gonna do, 'cause there's some.
Conroe Coffee is a local coffee shop located in the heart of downtown Conroe at 206 North Main Street, Conroe, Texas. Between the Crichton Theater and the Owen Theater, Conroe Coffee serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner, along with tasty treats and Italy's favorite coffee. Have your favorite coffee or just have a midday snack be personally delivered to you at any location in downtown Conroe. All you have to do is call 936-CONROE-C or 936-266-7632.
We'd like to thank our sponsor at Conroe Coffee for supporting Mornings with Lone Star and Lone Star Community Radio. Don't forget to check them out online at conroecoffee.com.
Clean Sweep Office Cleaning has been Montgomery County's business cleaning service since 2002, offering professional office cleaning in areas such as restroom, stairwells, elevator, floor care, pretty much every angle of your office. One-time cleaning is available, but you will want these guys back. Offering daily, weekly, monthly scheduled cleanings, Clean Sweep Office Cleaning works around your business needs. Schedule a cleaning today online at cleansweepofficecleaning.com or call 832-689-7996. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. Take back your time and let us make your office shine. Mornings with Lone Star is sponsored by Clean Sweep Office Cleaning.
Well, it's jammed up tight above the fireplace.
And we're back. Dick is just falling in love with this song more and more each time he hears it.
We got one more hour. I want to change that. Welcome back, Mornings with Lone Star, folks, here on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and worldwide at irlonestar.com, and, of course, on your app, Lone Star Internet Radio app. There you go. Boom, boom, boom.
Hey, so we were talking earlier about what's the latest in harassment and stuff, and you found something with a twist. Talk to me about Massage Envy.
Yeah, apparently Massage Envy has over 180 complaints filed against them. And if anyone knows what Massage Envy is, it's a franchise massage parlor, basically. And it's supposed to be, the appeal is you don't go to the shady parlors, you go to this one because it's like an official business.
Why? That's the fun.
You think so? You think a lot of people just want massages?
Always wondering, if it's a cop, like to live on the edge, like roulette.
Oh, yeah. Well, I feel like going to any massage parlor, you're dancing that fine line of harassment, no matter what, because people are touching your body. I don't know. It's kind of, I guess you would request a female or male or whatnot, right? That's how it usually works.
The many moons ago, as a magazine editor, I did an article with some other writers about day spas for men, and so we each got to review a day spa. And I went out to the Moody Gardens day spa, and the first thing that happens is the whole massage hot stone treatment. And so they let me in this room, like, okay, here's your locker, here's the robe, get comfortable and come on out. And then we start playing this little tap dance where I'm going, well, define comfortable. Well, with whatever you're comfortable wearing or not. I'm like, well, wait, what kind of, because this is Moody Gardens. It's obviously, legit, but I'm like, do I keep my pants on? Do I keep my underwear? Whatever you're comfortable with. I'm like, look, stop. I'm not a cop. Just tell me do I come out nude? Do I come out in underwear? What do I do? And it took like 10 minutes to.
Well, I think it's pretty interesting that you could just go nude and it's like, whatever you're comfortable with, man.
Yeah, well, that wasn't happening. I'm just, again, because someone, is rubbing you all over, you don't want to have responses. So I compromised. I think I went downstairs and bought a pair of swim trunks from the visitor center. But so the massage therapists are complaining of being harassed by customers, or is it the other way around?
Say that again?
Okay, so Massage Envy.
Yeah, they're harassing customers.
Oh, so the customers are saying that they're being...
Yeah.
But the customers are going there to be...
That's what that's what I'm saying. I wonder what the line's drawn, because you're already... But then again, I mean, there's clearly some good cases in this one. But...
It could be like this rogue section of Massage Envy therapists.
Well, that's
going,
that's the interesting thing, is everything's a franchise, so it's all independently run. So it's not like in their handheld to say, hey, do these things.
I'm telling you, if I was at a Massage Envy and someone propositioned me like that, I'd just be convinced they were a cop, and I would say thank you, but no thank you. Interesting. When you first mentioned massage envy, I thought it was the other way around, that, customers are going in going, hey, baby, for an extra $20. And that's not the case.
Nope.
Wow.
Well, one thing I've read that's pretty interesting, that this is the switch topics on you, with Amazon and everybody ordering their packages and everything. Apparently, there's some conspiracy theories going on that mail carriers are accusing the United States Postal Service of faking Amazon delivery records. So customers don't know if they didn't get their items or not, because on the line it says they did, but then in reality they didn't. I know everyone who orders something online, they use the tracking service and it'll say delivered. You're like, well, that's interesting. It's not been delivered. Apparently it's like it's a United States across the board problem.
Right. I think Amazon's already answering that. Yesterday, as I said on Friday, I did an Amazon Prime, 2-day free delivery for this camera and some other equipment. And not only did I get the ding from Amazon on my phone saying it's been delivered, they sent a photo as part of the, when you log onto your account for the tracking thing. And there was outside my front door. They were there. And so I called my contractor, said, hey, if you open up the front door, there's a couple of packages there. Would you mind, bringing them inside? So I think Amazon is already answering this whole possible kerfluffle with the Postal Service by saying, as we deliver, we're going to take a shot, take a picture, and send it to you.
Well, this came from basically an informant, and they were talking about what Amazon and the United States Postal Service instructed their drivers to do. So, for example, if everything's supposed to be delivered by 8 p.m. that day, and it's 7:15 p.m., they were told to pull over the truck, scan all the items left in the truck as delivered, and then go deliver them.
I see that because that's actually happened. My tracker said your order's been delivered. I open the door, it's not there. I leave. I come back an hour later, and it is there. So yeah, I see that happening. And as long as it's delivered that day, I'm not that bothered by it. But I really did like the photo taken. So I think maybe Amazon is going to make that part of their delivery process.
Yeah, well, I mean, I know logistics-wise, didn't Amazon buy some of the United States Postal Service, something like that? They somehow have an investment.
I can't see. They could have a strategic partnership, but I mean, the Postal Service is a government entity, so I can't see that happening. Interesting. I'll have to look into that. And speaking of, Cyber Monday and stuff, we found a great deal today, Dick, and I appreciate you letting me know about this special sweet deal for a hard drive. During the music break, I was actually able to order it, and it'll be delivered to me in a couple of days. I'll let you know if they take a picture or not.
Well, thanks for taking the only one left. How about that?
That's probably the case. If I did do that, let me know, and I will sell it back to you at only a nominal markup.
So they did make a deal. In 2013, they started a new deal with United States Postal Service and Amazon to offer Sunday delivery of Amazon packages.
That was very smart by the Postal Service, because they were actually talking about cutting days because they were losing so much money. By this strategic partnership, they may actually be able to stay afloat. I'm well played, Postal Service. I'm old school. I like the Postal Service. I hope they stay around. And I also like Kevin Costner's movie, The Postman. Just thought I'd throw that out there.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of interesting things going on. Like probably the biggest one right now is the net neutrality. A lot of people have been talking about that the past week. The vote, I think the FCC goes to the vote, in 2 weeks, something like that. Sorry, I'm like trying to clear out my excess from the past 2 weeks.
So it would be interesting to see just a straightforward, the pros and cons for keeping and getting rid of net neutrality from the people who are actually voting on it, from the FCC. Why they, hear from them why they would want
money,
to.
Number one. And money. And then power. Because right now we have a conservative thing, like basically a conservative mind in power right now, and they want to make it look like the government is lessening control over the ISPs, and that's pretty much why they're getting rid of net neutrality. But I think a lot of people too, especially people my age, don't look at it in the long run, because this is something that you're basically dictating a private company what to do. That's right. That's what net neutrality, and I go in the long run. These private companies are going to do whatever they want, and they're just going to reward it. For example, I know the big stink in the net neutrality was, I think, about 8 years ago. It might not have been 8 years ago, but basically your ISP goes, we're going to start charging you for how much data you use. Because in the past, they didn't have, it was just you pay and you get it. Mm-hmm. But so many people were using Netflix, so many people were downloading their songs and all those kind of things. They're like, we can make more money from this. What we need to do is we give you X amount of data, and when you limit that X amount of data and you go over that limit, we're going to charge you this much money per data after the fact. Like for my favorite thing was, for example, I was helping out my parents setting up their account. So within a 1.5 year span, Comcast changed the way they do their business 4 times. So for example, they offer it straight up, unlimited, whatever you want to use for an extra like $20 or something like that on top of your already bill. Mm-hmm. So they started running into an issue with so many people using the internet at the house that they were thinking about doing it or pay the extra. I think the extra was like every 10 gigabytes, you pay $5.
Right.
And they were never exceeding the $20 charge. Well, finally they exceeded it one time and like, oh, let's do it. Let's do the deal. So I helped them call them. Oh, it's $50 now. It's not $20 anymore. It's $50. Mm-hmm. And then like, let's do that. Well, in order to do it, they had to renegotiate their contract to get that unlimited data cap, and they were going to lose their speed. So they're losing in the end end. And then finally the contract ended. So they're like, oh, let's just go ahead and do it. Now it's $100 to get the unlimited at that speed. So these companies are already kind of manipulating the way you have to spend your money. In the end, they're going to get their money.
Right. And also net neutrality goes into the actual sites available. The streaming sites, the Hulus and Netflix of the world, the email sites, the Hotmails and Gmails of the world, the video sites, the YouTubes and Vimeos of the world. And I just see so many people freaking out over net neutrality. Oh, we will lose all freedom. If you've ever paid extra for HBO or Netflix or Hulu.
Well, a good example now is like T-Mobile saying if you go with T-Mobile, you get Netflix for free.
Yeah. AT&T is doing something similar. DirecTV and AT&T, because AT&T owns DirecTV. Same thing. And competition will win out in the end to the benefit of the consumer. That they're going, oh, look in the past, so-and-so tried to quadruple the rate and stuff. You know what? Then people stop using that product, they'll go to your competitor. It will work out. Net neutrality, if it ends, is not the end, in my opinion, of the online world. You pay extra for services. You pay for services you need. I don't buy HBO because it just doesn't float my boat. The show's on it.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see because people's outcry, they need to look at it instead of listen to us to tell you about it. I would encourage people just to read into it because how it affects you, it will affect you, and it might affect you in a good way or a bad way, but it's how you interpret what they're trying to do over there at the FCC. You're listening to Lone Star in the mornings of Lone Star at irlonestar.com. We're going to be right back here. We're sponsored by Conroe Coffee and Clean Sweep Office Clean. We're going to do a quick hear a quick word from them, and we'll be back right after that. You are listening to Lone Star Community Radio, Montgomery County's community radio station.
There's something.
Conroe Coffee is a local coffee shop located in the heart of downtown Conroe at 206 North Main Street, Conroe, Texas. Between the Crichton Theater and the Owen Theater, Conroe Coffee serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner, along with tasty treats and Italy's favorite coffee. Have your favorite coffee or just have a midday snack be personally delivered to you at any location in downtown Conroe. All you have to do is call 936-CONROE-C or 936-266-7632.
We'd like to thank our sponsor at Conroe Coffee for supporting Mornings with Lone Star and Lone Star Community Radio. Don't forget to check them out online at conroecoffee.com.
Clean Sweep Office Cleaning has been Montgomery County's business cleaning service since 2002, offering professional office cleaning in areas such as restroom, stairwells, elevator, floor care, pretty much every angle of your office. One-time cleaning is available, but you will want these guys back. Offering daily, weekly, monthly scheduled cleanings, Clean Sweep Office Cleaning works around your business needs. Schedule a cleaning today online at cleansweepofficecleaning.com or call 832-689-7996. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. Take back your time and let us make your office shine. Mornings with Lone Star is sponsored by Clean Sweep Office Cleaning.
Still playing it. He hasn't found a replacement bumper song yet. You'll end up loving the song. As God is my witness, you will. Dick's making faces at our bumper music. But the day wanders on. It is already 10:23. We're going to talk for a little bit, play some music, and then talk till 11. And we are fortified by Conroe Coffee. Thank you so much. And we're in a clean studio, thankfully provided and cleaned by Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. I was close. That was for the bingo
It's not so
card.
easy, is it?
No, it's not. I make fun of Dick for screwing up the sponsorships, and then I do it myself, and there I dropped the ball. Hey, you know what's coming up tomorrow night here in Conroe?
What?
That wasn't rhetorical. It's the Christmas on Main Street celebration done by Downtown Conroe, the Civic Association, Taylorized PR. Margie Taylor, our own Margie Taylor, is a formidable force behind this. Starting at 7 o'clock tomorrow, after the Christmas tree lighting ceremony in downtown Conroe, till 8:30, we're talking free carriage rides and hay rides, family fun. The whole festival is free. It's just a Christmas festival here in downtown Conroe on Main Street. It'll be tomorrow night. I'll be there. I'll be passing out some tokens and stuff because there will be a lot of shops entering the window dressing contest that apparently we did not enter, but next year. Well, that's because we didn't want to show anyone up this year. So a lot of fun stuff. Be a part of that. Bring the family out. This is for the whole family. The weather ought to be perfect tomorrow evening. So starting at 7 o'clock till about 8:30, Christmas on Main Street in downtown Conroe.
Yeah, it is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be there. So I
Cool.
encourage you. It's a free event. That's the most important.
My favorite color.
So you can actually find more information on Facebook if you do Christmas on Main, look it up, or go to Experience Downtown Conroe, other things like that. So boom, boom. It's going to be a lot of fun.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. I've got to find some kind of like Dickens type outfit to wear. Do you have a top hat I could borrow, Dick?
No, I don't.
Well,
So,
heck.
now, I do also, we can talk about this later because we do have to take a quick break, but Lone Star Community Radio is selling tickets to the upcoming thing that's happening at the Lone Star Brewery. Not Lone Star, I keep getting this wrong. Over there at the Southern Star Brewery. It's called Music and Arts Festival. Ooh. It's happening this weekend. It's presented by the Conroe Americana Music Festival and Downtown Conroe Conroe Downtown Area Association.
Nice.
Tickets right now are $15. You can order them. Just call the station 936-647-3776. We're actually be giving away some.
Ooh.
That's right. This Mornings with Lone Star will be giving away 2 tickets.
When are we going to do that? Today or tomorrow? Or
We're going to do that on Wednesday.
Wednesday.
On Wednesday. So we're going to make more information on it, though. Can be found online. Just go to visit Southern Star Brewery and things like that. It's basically it's a all day thing with great music. Margie will have more information on Conroe Culture News today. That's at noon. But we are selling tickets to the studio at $15 a pop, and we're going to be giving away 2 on Wednesday.
Very nice.
And you can also order them online at eventbrite.com. So there you go.
Cool. And what's the name of that again, just so I can jot this down?
It's the Southern Star Music and Arts Festival, happening Saturday, December 2nd at noon to all day. And you can camp out and all that kind of stuff.
Is it me, or does this town get really hopping come holiday time? We got festivals galore.
Yeah.
This is
the music downtown on the square starts, I think, tomorrow morning.
already. Goodness.
Yeah.
This is, they know how to celebrate in Conroe. I'm a fan of this. You know who's not celebrating right now, though?
Who?
Hawaii.
Why is that?
Well, apparently they're worried about an attack from North Korea.
Oh, yeah.
Fill us in, Dick. Fill us in.
So there's been a report that from NBCnews.com, Hawaii reinstates the attack warning siren and prepare for possible North Korean missiles. So that's pretty serious, right?
It is. of course, North Korea tries something like that, it's going to be a really short battle.
Not for Hawaii, though.
No, Hawaii will be just fine. Tell me there's not a lot of.
Do you think that Star Wars missile system is still up and running?
You know it is. We got the secret laser system up there and satellites floating overhead. There will not be another Pearl Harbor. Believe me, New York and Hawaii are two places that are definitely covered for any future attacks, because it's one of those, bomb us once, okay, we'll let you off, but you bomb us the same place twice. So they'll make sure that never happens. But, hey, you Hawaiians, we love you. You're safe. Uncle Sam will take care of you. And, just send Christmas warm fuzzies to our favorite whack job, Kim Jong-un, who's been kind of quiet lately. Have you noticed that?
Yes.
After the Asia trip, I think he realized he didn't have as many friends as he thought he had.
I think it's more the same conversation from like 10 different people. Hey, man, cool it.
Hey, you know what, Trump? He's not joking. He really is all that. He really is the narcissist we think he is.
Big surprise there.
Yeah, all right. Big old shock. You know what? I, too, could have been Times Man of the Year. He could have been. He said,
oh, yeah, he wrote that as a tweet. What a guy.
Yeah, I could have been, too. It's like People Magazine. Every year I tie for 101st.
That would actually be pretty funny if people took his tweet and basically wrote the same thing about yourself. But like, oh, I've been contacted and blah, 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 blah. That'd be great. I think everybody would appreciate that. But we do have one more music break here on Mornings with Lone Star. Again, we play a couple songs. We're going to start playing Christmas music over the turn in December. But we also like to hear from you, 936-647-3776 or MW Lone Star on Facebook. We're going to take a quick music break here at the bottom of the hour. We'll be back here in a bit on Mornings with Lone Star.
And it doesn't make a sound, but I wish you a Merry Christmas.
Conroe Coffee is a local coffee shop located in the heart of downtown Conroe at 206 North Main Street, Conroe, Texas. Between the Crichton Theater and the Owen Theater, Conroe Coffee serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner, along with tasty treats and Italy's favorite coffee. Have your favorite coffee or just have a midday snack be personally delivered to you at any location in downtown Conroe. All you have to do is call 936-CONROE-C or 936-266-7632.
We'd like to thank our sponsor at Conroe Coffee for supporting Mornings with Lone Star and Lone Star Community Radio. Don't forget to check them out online at conroecoffee.com.
Clean Sweep Office Cleaning has been Montgomery County's business cleaning service since 2002, offering professional office cleaning in areas such as restroom, stairwells, elevator, floor care, pretty much every angle of your office. One-time cleaning is available, but you will want these guys back. Offering daily, weekly, monthly scheduled cleanings, Clean Sweep Office Cleaning works around your business needs. Schedule a cleaning today online at cleansweepofficecleaning.com or call 832-689-7996. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. Take back your time and let us make your office shine. Mornings with Lone Star is sponsored by Clean Sweep Office Cleaning.
All week long, well, the doggies bark.
Still waiting to see what's in the chimney.
And we don't
It's Santa Claus. He's stuck in the chimney all year long.
How long did you believe that Santa Claus was in the
Did?
chimney?
What do you mean did? He's a man. If you don't believe in Santa, he doesn't bring you gifts. That's how we roll in my family.
Let's hope we're not having children listen to this program because
Hey, yeah, why aren't you in school?
that's true.
Yeah.
We were there back to school, but how long did you last?
I was the question started around I think 11, 12. I held on as long as possible. Pretty much because out of embarrassment, because every letter I'd written to Santa growing up, very young, I wanted the ability to fly. And so I would write that as my Christmas present. And then when I realized, wait, my parents have probably been reading this every year. Yeah. So I held on to the illusion as long as I could.
You know, it's funny is I always think about that when watching movies that play on the idea of the fantasy that Santa is real, but people have to believe and things like that. And I go, imagine everyone who actually wrote Santa asking for something specific and getting that wish like that. Imagine, like the Santa Claus with Tim Allen.
Uh-huh.
And at the very end, he's like, we do our best. There's not really like a lore to like what he provides. But imagine he grants the wishes or he grants the presents, and it's like, hey, Santa, just to let you know, we have about 48 kids flying around these days. And, maybe we shouldn't just grant everything.
Let's just stick with the sleds and the Raggedy Ann dolls.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Is there a Tickle Me Elmo this year equivalent?
Well, I wonder let's see what the hot gift is. You know how every year they have that this is the hot Christmas item. I remember when my son was growing up, it was the Power Rangers and the Turtles. And there's one year that I had to like camp out at this Toys R Us to get this white Power Ranger doll and these gloves and this Turtles van.
Oh, and the gloves that like pow pow pow. Yeah, I remember those gloves.
My son wanted that so hard. So as I talk, I'm gonna try and look up hottest Christmas gift. I can't. Skippy can't multitask. Hey, but let's talk about how Susan Sarandon is dogging Hillary Clinton.
You always like to bring up Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump every day.
Well, no, Susan Sarandon more than anything else.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause she's like way, way, way left wing.
You think so?
Oh, no. I mean, Susan Sarandon, she truly is. But what happened was when she was a Bernie Sanders supporter, and when he didn't get it, Susan Sarandon actually threw all her weight behind a third party, an unknown write-in candidate, is saying that Hillary would be very dangerous if she's in the White House. And of course, so now Susan Sarandon is the latest finding herself on the Clinton hit list.
I just can't imagine being Hillary Clinton today because Donald Trump beat you.
Well, that's the thing.
And there wasn't like a hanging Chad scenario or anything that was like an uphill battle. It was more of like
even Gore by this point, a year plus in, had gone away after the whole hanging Chad incident.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like there wasn't a dispute. There wasn't anything. It was more of like, that's the end. That's the result. I mean, she didn't even come out to her folks.
She keeps on popping up with.
Well, no, I meant like when she lost, she never had a commencement speech, right? She never came out.
Right.
Is it commencement speech?
Commiseration speech. Or concession speech.
Concession speech. That's what it is. Yeah, she never came out. So it's like, do you think she still doesn't believe she lost? Or do you think she's waiting for like Russia to really, really bring it all together?
Well, here's the thing. I think the more we find out about Russia, I think we're going to find the more she was in bed with them. And I think this was
long term, yeah, over the year,
year,
because she's been in politics for 40 years. So,
but right now, that's what I'm saying. She's not. She has no seat. She's been elected to nothing. At this point, you wonder, why are you still on either become a CNN analyst, become a pundit like many other former ones have, or get in the private sector.
Yeah, she did the book.
Well, she's done several books, and even the book is "This Is Why I Lost."
Well, unfortunately for her, the Clinton Foundation, wouldn't that be a natural move for her?
But yes, the Clinton Foundation is under investigation because of the whole Uranium One deal with Russia. So she has to kind of sever her ties to that.
But can't she technically still donate to it? So somebody's running it, right?
Someone is somewhere.
And so she just doesn't want to be tied to it?
I think right now it's kind of a hot potato.
Okay.
For her. And I think right now she's being sort of kind of quiet. She started going on about, we're letting...
yeah, you can donate it to today.
I'm glad to know I can. I won't, but I appreciate them letting me know that I have that ability. I am looking at the top toys of the year, and I got to say, this is... the pickings are pretty slim for the toys this year. I went to Toys R Us for the hot toys, and there's nothing that really stands out. A little.
Now, why do you think that is?
I think a lot of people maybe consumer confidence is growing, but I think maybe people are still a little gun shy. I think a lot of people in the South have been dealing, between the California wildfires and the hurricanes and storms. That people are. I think the pendulum is maybe swinging towards more of a homegrown Christmas. You notice how old school video games and board games are making a huge comeback right now? Maybe this is the beginning of something, where we're going back to those traditions for a while, which is cool. I'd like that a lot.
Well, I imagine, as a family, buying gifts for your kids, if you can involve the whole family into the gift, that's a better option than spending, $50, split it 5 ways, and you spend that one way. And,
right.
Yeah.
I bought my grandson a build your own birdhouse, little wood thing from Home Depot. And he's going to love that because he's going to make me sit down with him.
Because you're going to take him to the hospital? Is that what you're going to do? Because he hammers a nail in his hand?
Well, no, he'll be taking me to the hospital. Drive Pops to the hospital. I can't drive because I got nails stuck in my hands.
I believe that's happened before.
Oh, yeah. Well, with me, yes.
We're going to take a quick commercial break to listen to our sponsors here on Mornings of Lone Star. This song has set me, I have the worst mood right now because of this song. So we'll be right back as quick as possible, and so we can just get over the song. We still got about 12 minutes left here on Lone Star in the Mornings of Lone Star, sponsored by Conroe Coffee and Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. We'll be right back after these short messages.
And we don't know what we're gonna do, 'cause there's
Conroe Coffee is a local coffee shop located in the heart of downtown Conroe at 206 North Main Street, Conroe, Texas. Between the Crichton Theater and the Owen Theater, Conroe Coffee serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner, along with tasty treats and Italy's favorite coffee. Have your favorite coffee or just have a midday snack be personally delivered to you at any location in downtown Conroe. All you have to do is call 936-CONROE-C or 936-266-7632.
We'd like to thank our sponsor at Conroe Coffee for supporting Mornings with Lone Star and Lone Star Community Radio. Don't forget to check them out online at conroecoffee.com.
Clean Sweep Office Cleaning has been Montgomery County's business cleaning service since 2002, offering professional office cleaning in areas such as restroom, stairwells, elevator, floor care, pretty much every angle of your office. One-time cleaning is available, but you will want these guys back. Offering daily, weekly, monthly scheduled cleanings, Clean Sweep Office Cleaning works around your business needs. Schedule a cleaning today online at cleansweepofficecleaning.com or call 832-689-7996. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. Take back your time and let us make your office shine. Mornings with Lone Star is sponsored by Clean Sweep Office Cleaning.
There's something stuck up in the chimney and I don't know what it is.
Dick, is this going to be the last time you're going to play this song ever?
No, we got one more time.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, you are listening to Mornings of Lone Star. Welcome back. We'll be back tomorrow morning, just wrapping things up today.
We have a guest tomorrow, don't we?
We do have a guest tomorrow.
Drum roll, please.
At 9:30, we're going to have Daryl Bear in the studio.
Bear.
He's the director at the Woodland Symphony. He's going to be in the studio, and he's going to talk about the Handel's Messiah, December 4th at 7 p.m. at the Woodlands First Baptist Church. It's going to be a free event. So there you go.
Awesome.
That's what we're going to talk about. So that's around 9:30.
Talk to him.
So that's going to be fun.
Yeah.
And also don't forget, folks, tomorrow night is the downtown Conroe Christmas celebration at Christmas tree lighting. And along with carriage rides, caroling, and all that cool stuff here in downtown Conroe. Free. Absolutely. I think it starts around 7 o'clock. So
7 o'clock.
Get here a little earlier, and then you can get a spot to see the Christmas tree go up in light. And yeah.
Dick, is it too late to decorate our window with anything? Get some of that white spray paint?
Yeah. Ooh, that white spray paint. Let's get it.
Yeah, because no one's going to use that, for the fake snow in the corners. Yeah, we should come up with something for it. Maybe let's do an Elf on the Shelf.
It's the underground.
Oh, no, Dick is joking. Yeah, Dick and Skippy still recovering from the weekend crud. Dick, what are you going to be taking for that?
Nothing. I'm naturally developing my own
immune system.
Yeah,
I'm caving in. I'm taking a lot of Jack Daniels for mine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. but yeah, today was a good episode. If you are just now joining us on Mornings of the Lone Star, we're going to podcast today on our podcast, iTunes, Google Play, YouTube, all those good things. Tomorrow, like I said, we're going to have Daryl Bear of the Woodland Symphony. Today's show is sponsored by Conroe Coffee and Clean Sweep Office Cleaning.
And as Dick coughs, I'll pick up the ball there. So great holiday stuff happening. Lots of festivals coming up. Don't forget, we'll be giving tickets away on Wednesday to the Southern Star Brewery Music Fest. I think I got the name more or less right on that one. So we're giving away some tickets to that on Wednesday. Be tuned into us. Hey, be part of the conversation with us. If you have a song request, whether it be rock, whether it be Christmas, whether it be Christmas rock, let us know. Email us. Was it dick@irlonestar.com? You can see us on Facebook at MW Lone Star or call us 936-647-3776. Let us know what you want to hear.
Yeah, there you go, folks. Well, we're going to wrap it up today. It was good to see you, Sean. Good to see everybody here listening here on Lone Star Community Radio.
I missed you, Dick.
Coming up next is going to be the weekly business hour, and then we have a slew of other talk shows. Just visit us online at irlonestar.com/show calendar to see the full lineup today. Everyone is back, and they're done with the turkey. Lone Star Community Radio is Montgomery County's community radio station, and we, Sean and I, will see you back tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. with Mornings with Lone Star.
But I wish you a Merry Christmas. There's something stuck up in the chimney and I don't know what it is, but it's been there all week.
Thanks for checking out this podcast of Lone Star Community Radio, Montgomery County's community radio station. If you enjoyed this recording, make sure to check out our past shows online at irlonestar.com or their respective video or podcast formats on YouTube, Google Play, or iTunes. If you have any questions regarding the show, either it being about sponsorships or questions for the host, contact the station manager at dick@irlonestar.com or call the station at 936-647-3776. This show was recorded in downtown Conroe, Texas at the Lone Star Community Radio Studios, and Lone Star Community Radio reserves all rights to this recording and images.